Good morning everyone. Welcome to grade 3 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So today let's start a new chapter, chapter 6, fractions. So have you heard about fractions? What are fractions? See, when you divide an object into equal number of parts, each part will be called a fraction. Clear? When an object is divided into a number of equal parts, each equal part is called a fraction. So you can say a fraction is part of a whole. Clear? A part of a whole object. Look at this picture given here. You can see here a lemon is being cut into two equal parts or two equal halves. Now, in this picture, the same lemon is cut into 4 equal parts. See, there are a total of 4 equal parts and these 4 equal parts put together will make one whole, right? So, you can say when you are dividing an object into equal parts, each part will be smaller than the whole. Clear? Now, in general, we can say fractions are represented in the form a numerator by denominator. There is a horizontal line between them. The number above the line is called the numerator and it is the number of parts we are considering at the moment, and the number below the horizontal line is the denominator, and that denominator is equal to the whole or the total number of parts that we are considering. So, a fraction is equal to part by whole, or it is a numerator by denominator. Clear? Now, look at this picture given here. You can see an apple is divided in different ways. In the first picture, you can see the whole apple, which represents one whole. In the second case, in the second row, you can see the apple is being divided into two equal parts, the first part and the second part. So, when you consider each part, you can say each part is 1 by 2 or one part out of two total parts. Clear? So, this part is 1 by 2 and this part is 1 by 2. Clear? Now, in the third case, you can see the same apple is cut into 3 equal parts and they are roughly of the same size as well. So, here when you consider each part or each equal part, this part, if you are considering this part, it will be one part out of total 3 parts. Clear? So, this will be 1 by 3, this will be 1 by 3 and this one will also be 1 by 3. Clear? Here 2 halves or 2 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is also called 1 half. Here 2 1 halves will make one whole apple. If you put back these 2 halves or 2 1 by 2s back together, you will get the one whole apple. Here in this case, if you put back these 3 1 by thirds or 1/3, you'll get the whole apple. And look at the fourth case. Here the apple is divided into 4 equal parts. So what is the fraction or how do you represent each of these equal parts here? If you consider one part of it, it would be 1 out of 4 or 1/4 or 1/4 of the apple. Similarly, this part also will be 1 by 4. Here also this is 1 by 4. This is also 1 by 4. Each part will be 1/4 or 1 by 4 or 1/4 of this whole apple. Means if you put back together all these 4 pieces, it would be one whole apple. Clear? Now let's look at each of these cases once again. 1/2. See, when an object is divided into 2 equal parts, each part is called 1/2 and it is represented by 1 by 2. Like in this case, one apple is divided into 2 parts and each part will be 1 by 2 or 1/2. Clear? 1/3. See, when an object is divided into 3 equal parts, each part is called 1/3 and is represented by 1 by 3. See, here the apple is divided into 3 equal parts and each part is equal to 1/3 of the apple, and that would be represented as here 1 by 3, this is 1 by 3 and this is also 1 by 3. That is one part out of total 3 parts. Clear? Now the next, 1/4 or quarter. When an object is divided into 4 equal parts, each part is called 1/4 and it is represented by 1/4. So 1/4 is also called as 1/4. Here the apple is divided into 4 equal parts. Each part is represented by 1/4, which means 1 part out of total 4 parts. So this is 1/4, this is 1/4, this is 1/4 and this is also 1/4. Clear? Now let's talk about fractions in real life. See, we see a lot of fractions in our daily life. We come across fractions a lot in our daily life. Like when you say the time, when you say it's 7:45 or when you say it's 11:30, then you're using fractions. Or when you prepare something, when you cook or bake something or when you eat something, you say 1 cup of this or half cup of that or 3/4 cup of this. You use measurements. There also you are using fractions. Or when you're comparing the size of something, like my piece of cake is only half the size of his piece of cake, you're using a fraction there as well. When you compare the price of something, like when you say this is only 1/2 the price of that brand, or when you fill up your water bottle in half, everywhere you are using fractions in your daily life. So fractions are really important in our day-to-day life. Now let's learn a few more facts about fractions. Look at this picture given here. Rohan and Sonal share a pizza. They divide the pizza into 4 equal parts. You can see the 4 equal parts here. Now Rohan eats 3 parts out of this 4 parts. So how would you represent it? It is represented as 3/4. The fraction of pizza that Rohan ate is 3/4, which means 3 parts out of total 4 parts. Now, Sonal eats 1 part and that would be represented as 1/4, which means 1 part out of total 4 parts. That is the fraction of pizza that Sonal ate. Clear? Now, look at this picture here. You have a pentagon here which is divided into 5 equal parts and each part will be 1/5 or 1/5 of the whole. Clear? And what is the fraction of the colored part here? Here 3 parts are colored. We said each part is 1/5. So it's 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Total 3 parts out of the 5 parts are shaded. So the fraction of the colored part here is 3/5 or 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Clear? Look at this picture now. Now, here how many total parts are there? There are 6 equal parts and each part will be 1/6 or 1/6. Now, what is the fraction of the colored part or the shaded part here? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of total 6 parts. That is 5/6 of the whole. Clear? Now, you can go through the topic fractions and the related portions from pages 83 to 86 of your textbook. Please go through the pages. Then you have to complete the exercise 6.1. That is from page 86 to 88. Now, there is one exercise called Try This in page number 84. Go through that as well and do accordingly. So that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.